Hey guys, Merry Christmas. As you guys can see, for my background today, I'm actually back home for Christmas, and apologies in advance because I'm using my laptop. But good thing is, the audio is better. I got myself a Christmas present, a new mic, so hopefully that makes it sound better for you guys. Especially for today's episode, which is a special episode. It's a Christmas episode showcasing Dragonite Lead team that actually allowed me to claw my way back up to 2600 ELO. As I mentioned before, I faced a lot of Empoleon leads and lost a lot of battles, but got my way back up with this team. Just as a disclaimer, this is a sub 2600 team. What I've realized is I kind of have a wall at 2600 at this point. I kind of deviate between 25 or I dropped down to 2400 at one point, and got up to like 2657. But for my recommendation for a 2600 plus team would be the Steel Lead with the double dragon in the back, the Kingdra and Dragonite. Unfortunately, I do not have a Kingdra, so up until then, until I get one, won't be able to showcase that team. But when I do, I will definitely show that team to you guys. As you guys can see already, the Dragonite I have only has Dragon Claws, so it's a single move Dragonite. Didn't want to get him the extra move until I knew it was pretty good, but did pretty good. Did my 3 sets were 4-1, 4-1, and 5-0 with this team. So excited to show this team to you guys. Got the Lapras Safeswap and then the Gengar back. And I will jump right into it to make my videos a little bit speedier. Gengar lead, great. So the great thing about this team is Dragonite wins a lot of leads against the meta. So he beats Empoleon, he beats Gengar, he beats Venusaur. Got to throw down some shields, but you guys know my preference for my teams. I like to win the lead, so perfect for my play style. Burning a couple of shields here, and here you will see. This is a great showcase. This is a great example of what this team is weak against. There's no Lapras counters, so I ended up. You saw that I was sort of taking my time to think, and ended up taking out my own Lapras. And this is a weird matchup because he has Ice Beam and he's using it against my Lapras, which is double resisted. So very strange. I'm gonna fast forward through this because it's just back and forth, Surf and Ice Beam, and you guys are not interested in that. Another thing to watch out for with this team is you got to watch the swaps. When you beat them in the lead, people will try to do some funky stuff. They will swap something in or try to catch one of your charge moves, and try to get energy advantage. So you just got to be very fast on the swap if you see they swap out. And then he has that Venusaur, and we got that Gengar in the back, and Gengar counters Venusaur. So looking good here, and he doesn't even shield up my Ice Beam. Not sure what he's doing here, but I think this was my first battle at a pretty low elo at that time. All right, so GG's. Next matchup, Charizard. So you win this, unless he has Dragon Rage, I believe. I think I have a matchup showing that as well, so we'll see how that plays out. Throw down the Dragon Claws. Definitely want to win the lead and hope that what you have in the back is good enough to beat everything else. I'd have to say Gengar is really good in this meta right now. I love that Pokemon, but he's super glassy, so you got to know when to put him into play. All right, so he's got a Gyarados in the prop. That was Gyarados. Lapras is good against Gyarados because he's got that flying typing. So what I try to do is it's tricky because you can do a lot of damage with Ice Beam, but it's really bad if he shields it up, and he doesn't shield it up. So I usually go straight Ice Beam. I don't even want to risk it, and then I try to get some energy advantage while I'm doing it. So here you'll see me swap into Gengar. And the reason why is I know that I can outpace his Empoleon with my Gengar. Gengar outpaces a lot of Pokemon. And he catches my Shadow Ball, which is unfortunate. Really unfortunate, but it's okay. Gengar generates so much energy so fast that, yeah, doesn't matter. That's why I love Gengar. All right, next matchup, Empoleon Lead. So here, this is why I switched into the Dragonite Lead. Dragonite beats Empoleon. You can take some of these hits and then you just double shield up. You win by a sliver of health, which is crazy. Which shows why people go Empoleon Lead. That's why I ran into so many. And you see that I kind of and that might be why I won just by a slither of health. It's because I mess up that Dragon Claw. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so I should have shielded. I didn't, but now I got 2 shields. And like I said, I was just trying out this team, seeing how it is. And I'll make a few mistakes here and there. And I do recommend to you guys to try out new teams. I know that some people have guides online, which are great to help sort of give you an idea of what to do in certain situations. But I think playing as many teams as possible and learning how the Pokemon work against other Pokemon. Obviously, PvP poke is great because you can use that. And I outpace Charizard here, so he's donezo. So that double shield actually helped out a lot with the Dragonite. And I see that a lot. So I played this team and kind of knew what to do because I've played against a lot of Dragonites as well. So I know how those matchups line up. And in that case, and I've seen a lot of people just use Dragonite as a shield burner. They don't even shield up with him. So you can save those shields up for the backline and just use Dragonite to burn people's shields because he just does so much damage. This Machamp is going to go down. And then it's Dragonite versus Dragonite. Good thing I still have my Lapras. It's just going to come out. And he's just going to do damage. And here he's got 1 shield left. He's going to use it. There's no reason why he wouldn't. And then, honestly, this is a tough call. Take 1 Blast Burn, switch into Gengar, I think is what I do. And he did something weird there. I don't know what happened, but his Blast Burn barely did any damage. Very strange, but... and then there, honestly, should have threw down the Shadow. Should have farmed to the Shadow Ball, but I think I was very confused by... Oh, never mind, it's because of the swap. That's right. And I do lose this. So I do lose this one, unfortunately, because I misplayed that one fight. All right. Good lead again. Machamp swaps into Gengar. So this is weird. I'm not really sure what to do here. I know my Lapras beats Gengar, but he's going to throw down some big damage here, so I shielded up. That situation, honestly, probably should have stayed in with my... And he doesn't shield up, which is great. And then his Machamp, unfortunately, is going to be able to farm me down. But Lapras Machamp matchups, I don't know if I've told you guys this. They will always have to shield once against your Lapras. Your Lapras can get off 2 Surfs, and which is why he's a great safe swap. And now his Machamp has no shields. And at this point, it could go either way. You can farm down with the Gengar. But I figure Dragonite, he'll need to throw down Rock Slides. I mean, same thing with the... Yeah, and then he's going to have to... I don't think he has enough energy for another Rock Slide. Oh, he does. All right, never mind. So, but now I know I have full energy for this Shadow Ball, but I think... Did I lose this one too? Oh, man. Never mind. So I guess I went... Maybe some of these videos are out of order. Let's see. Keep going. Ampharis, great neutral damage, but you still win this. Gonna take a few thunders. Oh, no, I save up 2 shields here as well. Yeah. Like I said, playing around with this team, seeing what it's capable of in this situation. He has 0 shields, I have 2. Bring out the Gengar to farm down. I'm trying to farm as much as possible. Take this shield and then just go with the double. Very risky. Going full on Gengar and see if we can. This is a fun thing about Gengar is once you get the energy advantage and they have no shields, you can just outpace all of their Pokemon. And here, he's just going to be able to throw down his, whether it's an Aqua Tail or Crunch, it won't do any damage. And then, honestly, I could have just stayed Gengar in that fight and I would have won. But I was afraid of that Crunch. Good game. Alright, and he still has that Gyarados in the back. Alright, next fight. Escavalier. I believe you also win this matchup. And I think he only gets to 1 charge move, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So great lead. Again, Dragonite wins these weird leads against these steel types depending on the shielding. And then Gardevoir, it's a Charmer, so he's just gonna destroy me. Gengar is good here because he resists, and then he's got his Electivire, which you do you don't outpace him, but it's the same speed. So I decided to stay in just because I know my Lapras can handle his Fairy type, obviously, and then the Gengar can farm down this Electivire, sort of take punch by punch. Kind of took a risk there because didn't really know if he was an Ice Punch Electabuzz, but turns out he's just a Thunder Punch or Electivire. And then I don't believe Gardevoir has anything that would be able to beat a Lapras. Synchronize. Guess he jumped on that Community Day special. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make some more videos. Some of my friends commented that they wanted to see more, so here we go. Oh, Dragonite entirely IV dependent, unfortunately. I don't remember if my Dragonite has good IVs. I tried to power up something at least above 80%. So I think this guy's probably like at 80% or something like that. And he switches. So interesting move, but he's got that power or energy advantage now on me, which is very unfortunate. Gengar does. So interesting thing, PvP poke. Some of their matchups are not correct. So it actually says that Gengar loses against Venusaur, but for some reason, whenever I play my Gengar matchups against Venusaur, my Gengars always win. So very strange. Don't understand why, but maybe it's just off by a little bit, which is why there's some scenarios where I'm looking at PvP poke, and if it's like a 1-turn differential, it might not be accurate because of lag, any other, like you don't time your charge moves correctly. A lot of things could affect it. Delayed, you win this. You got a double shield up. He swaps out his Snorlax. Again, tough call here because both safe swaps, Snorlax and Lapras, not really super hard counters for it. I'm still feeling this team out, so I'm just like, should I swap? Should I not swap? This guy's going to throw a superpower at me, but I take the risk, and boom, he hits me with it. But that's fine. Superpower should not kill Lapras here. Yep. And then you just sort of farm up. He's not going to shield his Snorlax. Sometimes I shield the superpower. It just depends on the situation. Here, I didn't feel the need to. Yeah, because he's got that Gallade, and I want to get Lapras. I want Lapras to die as soon as possible. And then bring out the Dragonite again. He's probably going to throw a close combat, so you're going to shield this. Nope. And then he swaps out, and oh, Abomasnow. Abomasnow is a beast, especially if you got that XL candies. Fortunately, I don't even have a Kingdra, so don't have anything to counter this guy. Won't be able to play this guy, but Abomasnow is awesome. And this guy's got a Shadow variant. Weather Ball is killer. I didn't shield there. Ooh, very, very close game here. And then I'm able to Dragon Rage that guy down. Great lead again, Escavalier. You win this. I think he only gets able to throw down one charge move. Hope you guys are having a good Christmas. Be safe out there. Eat lots of food if possible. You can hear in my voice, we ate a lot of spicy food today, so a little bit of acid reflux coming up. Apologies. And you'll see there that able to beat that Escavalier without any shields. And awesome. So Charizard and Lapras. Interesting matchup. I always shield the first Blast Burn usually. This time I didn't, but I usually do. If I have two shields, that is. Whenever I use my Lapras. But this time I didn't use it. Like I said, I switch things up here and there. Just depending on what I think they have in the back and who I need to keep alive. I know that, and he didn't shield up my Shadow Ball. So, gonna be able to outpace his Charizard with Gengar. Charizard's Charizard is good now. He's been good, but if you can time, it's both Charizard and Venusaur. If you can time when you guys get those two Pokemon in and you have shields, you can just win the whole game just by energy advantage. And that's why I love Gengar. Alright, this Dragonite coming in. Ampharos, again, great time to see what happens when you fight against an Ampharos. I don't shield again. I think I just decide that I want to take this guy down and see if he... and I decided to shield here because he did not shield. So I'm going to try to duke this out. And he's going to have to burn his shield here if he wants to keep that switch advantage. And he doesn't. So I want switch advantage. Sort of see how it's going to play out here. Wasn't able to get to that Dragon Claw. He's going to throw down this Blast Burn. I think here... Yes, I shield it here. But I think he baits me with the Dragon Claw, which is fine. It's all good. I'm not upset. My feelings are hurt, but... very upsetting whenever that happens. So he's going to Blast Burn me here for sure. Yeah. And it's fine. Lapras is a beast. He can take it. Or she can take it. Oh, I guess there's male and female versions of Lapras. I just assume Lapras is always female for some reason. There's just some Pokemon that you just assume they're all female, but obviously not the case. And good thing I didn't throw down that Surf because he brought out that Venusaur. And he has no shield. So he just lost the match just because of that play right there. He does not, like I was talking about, if you know the timing right, he did not time that correctly. Very important. Venusaur against Gengar. Gotta know. You gotta count the Vine Whips. I don't do it that well. I sort of guess by feeling, but Obstagoon against Dragonite, you win. Again, Venusaur Gengar matchup. You gotta know that matchup like the back of your hand because that's when you can sort of figure out when and how much energy you can farm from that guy. He's got that Drift Blim, and Lapras destroys this guy. He's probably going to throw down a Shadow Ball, which is fine. Lapras is so tanky. And here, I wish I knew how many of those hexes. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to get Icy Winded. I didn't want to get Shadow Ball, so I just threw her down. And unfortunately, should have thrown an Ice Beam there, most likely, but we'll see how this plays out. Obstagoon Lapras matchup. I know that you can get 2 Surfs in. If I think you're lucky, you can get it, squeeze in that Ice Beam. I wouldn't risk it because that can be game losing if you don't get that second Surf in, or that second Ice Beam in, I mean. So I just go 2 Surfs, play it safe. And then here, he's going to hit me with whatever stuff he has. I've been hit by Hyper Beam Obstagoons a lot, so you got to watch out for that, guys. And I think I have this one in the bag. Is this a... nope, it's an Air or Wing Attack Charizard. You'll be able to get to 2 Dragon Claws here. And then he probably has enough for... And then you'll be able to... Yeah. He's going to Blast Burn me. And it's GG's. Alright, I think that was it. Lots of videos. Went by pretty quickly. But Dragonite Lead is great. I highly recommend it. At least sub 2600. And like I said, he wins a lot of leads. And you sort of try to take that lead advantage and carry all the way home. So thanks you guys for watching. If you like this video, like it or subscribe. That'd be awesome. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I'll see you guys later.